Hyundai finally announced a ton of information about the upcoming 2025 Ioniq 5 for the US. We've got pricing, we've got trim levels, we've got charging specifications. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. So first off, let's start with pricing. So contrary to what I thought, now that the Ioniq 5 is going to be built in the United States at the Georgia Meta plant, I've been thinking prices might drop because of that, but they've gone up across the board. So SE standard range rear-wheel drive, up $850, SE rear-wheel drive, up $850, SE all-wheel drive, up $850. And here in the middle with the SEL trim is where we see the biggest price hike, and that is going to be $2,250 for both SEL all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive. Now, I'll preface this by saying this is probably in response to what they did last year with the 2024 Ioniq 5. They removed everything that I liked about the SEL and basically reserved it for the limited trim. So then stepping up to the limited trim, $850 across the board. And then the freight charges are $1,475. Now there is also this new XRT off-road Subaru-like variant of the Ioniq 5. And that is going to be $55,400, and it's bridging the gap between the limited rear-wheel drive and the limited all-wheel drive. Okay, so let's talk about this new charging time, because I was not expecting this at all. So in this press release, Hyundai says ultra-fast charging from 10 to 80% is now 20 minutes on a 350 kilowatt ultra-fast combined charging system charger, or CCS. After that, they say backward compatible with legacy US 400 volt infrastructure. And what I get from that is Tesla superchargers. And something a lot of people are going to be really happy to hear is that all these Ioniq 5s are coming with a CCS to NACS adapter for the car. So you can go charge at Electrify America, you can go charge at EVgo, you can go charge at a supercharger, all with this one car, and you don't have to go out of your way and buy a separate adapter. So because they said it's backward compatible with legacy US 400 volt infrastructure, that leads me to believe that they have changed the boost converter on the car to allow it to boost voltage to 800 volts while also outputting more charging power. So right now, if you bring an Ioniq 5 to a Tesla supercharger with Magic Dock, because the boost converter can't do as much, you're only going to see about 100 kilowatts on that charger. That kind of eliminates any desire to even use a supercharger. So really, right now, only for emergencies. So Hyundai here is saying for the big battery on NACS, 30 minutes from 10 to 80%. And if you have the standard range SE rear-wheel drive, 24 minutes.